Alright, I just wanted to show a quick video of how you can solo your way through this Moogle event this time. It is fairly quick, even though you're running it alone. So I like Cutter's Cry because you can skip pretty much everything, even as a solo blue mage, because you don't actually need Ultra Vibration all that much. A few things to remember for the run: the ant mobs don't actually have that much HP, they'll die a lot faster than everything else will. I use that first Ultra Vibration to kill the bats mainly, and then I'll pull these ants together and just kill them with a couple of cooldowns. There you go, just like that. Move on to the next pull. This one's got a basilisk in it. I use Missile a couple of times to bring the basilisk's total health down closer to the ants, and then I'll just use a couple more cooldowns to kill this bull as well. Gather up your ants again. Remember, they don't have that much HP. A couple of cooldowns should be more than enough. I throw in a launcher for good measure, that way there's no stragglers left. It'll do a random amount of damage, but it's enough to deal with them. Now, from this point on, you don't need to kill any more trash mobs in the whole dungeon. Because I'm using DPS mimicry, you don't really need. It's going to speed up the last boss a little bit, but it's largely unnecessary. But the goal of this is to just use sleep to stop all the mobs, go fight the boss. Either the arena will close in 15 seconds, and then the mobs won't be able to get in, and they'll reset, or you'll kill the boss in under 15 seconds. Both of the first two bosses you can use Missile to kill. So you see here, that's just the ad from the fight, and I've already finished. And then you can interact with the sands, move on to the next area. From this point, it's a pretty standard Cutter's Cry run. Most people know this already, but you can just run straight through these next two areas, interact with the sands, and skip all the trash mobs. So nothing new here, but the one difference that I use is just make use of that sleep. The caster roll action sleep is just like Acorn Bomb for blue mages, but you get sleep standard, so you don't have to eat up a spell slot with Acorn Bomb, and the only downside is it costs an extra half second of your time to cast sleep. Not the end of the world, but you'll see after this boss we'll start the sleep run through that trash as well. The only trick that you really got to remember is that you can't hang around at the last boss arena and set up. You kind of just have to go, because you've only got the 30-second sleep, which is probably ticked down on some of the mobs already, and you need that door to lock, which takes 15 seconds from when you pull. So you'll see here, I'm going to sleep as I go, just so these mobs don't stack up on me and get me down low on health, because you really don't want to waste a bunch of time having to heal up. There's a little unfortunate timing on this one. You'll see I get hit by this fire right here. It's not worth waiting for it to go off. Just cast a heal, top yourself back up. These mobs kind of take a little while to group up because the golems are really slow. So you want to be careful with how you maneuver them together. And then 2 more sleeps and we'll be at the boss. These ones group up pretty standard. There's nothing really wild going on there. I used a swift cast there because of how quickly they'll kind of come together into a cluster. And then 1 more, and remember, all you gotta do is engage that boss quickly, and then all this trash will completely de-aggro from you. Some of the stuff that you pulled earlier will be so far away from you, it'll actually despawn, and it will no longer come fight you, even if you sat here forever. So at this point, we just do a standard Moon Flute. You use Moon Flute, burn through all these cooldowns you've got. You could probably do a Moon Flute Final Sting kind of combo and just kill this right there, but I like to just be safe. You never know how much damage. I don't really want to do all the science on it. You can see I've spent the 15 seconds waiting for Waning Nocturne to roll off, at which point I can unleash my last couple of cooldowns and do a couple attacks. Let Breath of Magic do a lot of the work there. And there you go. It's a little less than 5 minutes per run. You get 3 tomestones out of it. All in all, I think it's a pretty effective method. Let me know what you think.